everybody, I'm Natalia Bonner. Welcome back. All right, you know that I love machine quilting, but one thing I do not love doing is burying threads. So today I'm going to be sharing my process of how I start and stop whenever I am machine quilting. And yes, I don't bury any threads. Let's hop over to my Gamble 22-inch machine and let's get stopping and starting. I don't bury any of my threads for my stops and starts. So how do I stop and start all of my machine quilting? I always start out by taking a single stitch. Once I've taken that single stitch, then I'm going to use my left hand, hold on to that top thread. Now I'm going to kind of wrap it around my finger so I have a good bit of tension on it. Make sure that I've got a hold of that. Now I'm going to pull my machine away. As I pulled that machine away, you can see that it pulled my bobbin thread up to the top of the quilt. Now I'm going to grab that bobbin thread, pull it so I have a nice long tail. I'm also going to grab that top thread. You can see again, I'm going to kind of hold those, wrap them around my fingers so I have just a little bit of tension. I don't want it too heavy, I don't want to break my threads, just enough tension that I'm securing my threads. To start out, I'll move my machine right back to that point where I pulled up my thread. At that point, now I'm going to take several stitches, whether it's making my stitch length really short and taking several stitches back and forth, or more like a bar tack, taking small stitches, several of those, maybe 4 or 5, maybe more. As many as I feel like I need to secure my stitches. By doing this, like in our piecing, I'm essentially creating kind of a back stitch or like a bar tack. Once that bar tack is complete, now I'll begin stitching. I do all of my quilting here on a Gamble 22-inch machine, and I do have my stitch length set here at 13 stitches per inch. Now, once I reach the point of where my stitching is complete, I am going to basically repeat that same process, but in reverse. So I'm going to take a few stitches in the same spot back and forth, essentially creating like a bar tack. Once I've created that bar tack, then I'll raise my needle, pull my machine away, grab that thread with my left hand, creating just a little bit of pressure, a little bit of tension, kind of pulling it through the machine. Then I'll move the machine right back to that place where I ended my stitching, and I'm going to take one stitch. Now at that point, I'll pull away. And now you can see this is my bobbin thread, this is my top thread. It's all secure and on the top of my quilt. If I apply a little bit of pressure there, a little bit of tension, then I'll use some nice curved scissors and cut that thread right next to the quilt top. And I'll do the same thing here on the point where I started. Now, you can definitely see this thread right here. It stands out a little bit and a little bit here, but most often when machine quilting, I'm using a thread color that blends and matches perfectly. I like to quilt with the sew fine thread on my top and the bottom line thread on my bobbin, and I have had fantastic results over the last almost 20 years using this method for all of my stops and starts. Now, if you love this amazing quilt that you're seeing here in the background, don't forget to enroll in the PNQ Academy on our website, pieceandquilt.com. Have a great day, everybody. Hey everybody, I hope you found just a bit of inspiration from today's machine quilting tip. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you can share this video with your friends. Happy quilting!